Very good day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're well today, and welcome to this Q&A video about my life so far of doing Project Exodus updates. You lot have been sending in questions in, and you've been interested, and thank you very much indeed. I hope you enjoy this video. It's a long one. I don't want to be seeing this all day, and I want to share you the answers with honesty and thoughts of it today. So without further ado, sit back, enjoy. I need to breathe before I start. So here we go. There's a load. So here we go. First one. Thoughts on Project Exodus being an Egyptian themed roller coaster? I don't think it will be, personally. I just don't know why. I don't think it will be. There's a lot of talks about it, but I think it's all about basically keep thinking some more ideas at the moment, but I personally don't think it will be. I could be wrong though. So yeah, who knows. On to the next one now. Why don't you and Jack team up on the construction site and do an Exodus update together? I would love to. I honestly be amazed if I'm allowed to be on the construction site. Unfortunately though, a lot of people have been asking me if that will ever happen. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as it seems, because it's such an active site. You don't want to be in the way. And there's a lot of health and safety involved behind it, and there's a lot of silent legal stuff, and it's all about getting permission as well. Unfortunately, at this time, I'd rather the ride construction site is in the place where it is at the minute, so I want to see some more exciting times ahead, and we won't miss it for sure soon. To understand now, it's not as easy as it seems. Much as I am a regular, and I seem to be known at times. Yeah, okay. People say I deserve to be on the site. Unfortunately, I don't deserve it, because I'm not the one should be saying I am going to be part of it, because I'm not. I'm just a guest, like you lot. Just want to know about this ride. I want to be enjoying the moment in history and watching this ride being built. And it's all about taking it in, and I find it hard to believe still. So yeah, at this time, much as I love to be doing things with Jack on site, it's about knowing what goes behind it to get the actual permission to be on site, which unfortunately I won't be able to at this moment. The only time I will be able to be on that area is when the ride opens. So yeah, that's the answer, unfortunately. But thank you anyway. Much as I love to, it's all what goes behind the scenes to make it happen, if it does. But who knows if it does, but it's a long process, of course. So there you go. And because I want them to get this ride going, I don't want any delays, basically. But thank you anyway for the question. On to the next one now. How fast will the ride go? What is the theming? Yeah, what is the theming? Don't know. Honestly don't know. How fast will it go? You know, it's still early days yet, and it's all about watching this space. I suppose when it gets revealed, I honestly don't know how fast it goes. It could be 50 miles an hour, it could be 65 miles an hour, it could be a lot more. It could be a lot more, but we will find out in time, of course. But of course, Stealth is the fastest coaster in the UK and at the park as well. So it's all about the future, knowing what is the speed in time. But at this present knowledge, I have no idea. But there you go. That's the answer. That's what you're gonna get. On to the next one now. What are you most excited about Project Exodus? Everything. Everything. Fascinating to watch the ground pins, how it's gonna look, compared to Icon, which you saw not long ago, what the pins should look like when it's finished. But seeing how it is, it's just fascinating how to build a roller coaster is like. Especially I saw from Monk's Walk there, the covers flew in the air, so the ground pins, that was insane. I couldn't believe how big it is. But yeah, I'm just fascinated by everything at the minute. But there you go. Next one now. Would you rather be excited for the train to arrive or the track to arrive? I think both is exciting. Track will be exciting first because we know it's going to be very soon. Trains will be more exciting because that will be the last thing they will be revealing in time and how it's going to look. And of course I've been on Icom to imagine seating the trains, what it's going to feel like. And I'm literally so excited to see that version. That's similar, but different. You know, it's different. It's going to be up-to-date version cars and different colours maybe. But the comfort of the seats in general of Mack Ride, I cannot wait to see it at full park. It's going to be great. I honestly cannot wait. On to the next one. Hi Dominic. What drink will you be celebrating when the track goes vertical? Wow, there's two choices here. I've got, if I can find it, Prime, or go to a pub of Wetherspoons and have a Stella. It's one of those. I mean, can you imagine me saying I'm going to be celebrating by having a cup of water or cup of tea? Nah. No way. Especially it's a big event to enjoy, to celebrate. No way. So it's one of those. Prime or Stella. Yeah, that's your answer. How much does it cost to keep travelling to the park so often, and what are you most excited to see this year on the site? Trained, the vertical track, seeing the gold colour, what it's going to look like, when it's going to grow. How much does it cost to travel? I am not going to confirm because the amount of visits I've been doing and the updates. I'd like to thank you all for supporting my channel and by subscribing to the channel to see the updates. It'd be appreciated because it's only going to get more interesting now. But yes, I'm excited. Everything. I think it's the train eventually, but the vertical part and seeing the cranes. I think I'm excited to take my camping chair to the park when the big crane takes the large piece and watching that moment and just be like, oh my word, that is going to be amazing. And when it starts to happen, that's the bit I'll be taking my camping chair most of the day, watching it being grow. When it happens, I don't know, but it'll be exciting either way. So yeah, I think it's the giant crane going to be on site. That's the bit I'm looking forward to see. Much we have seen cranes already, but it's the real business of taking it to new heights and seeing it to, I just can't wait. It's going to be mad. On to the next one now. How have these updates supported you in growing the channel? I think it's just people wanting to see projects as updates, people probably being suggested on their channels, and other people's videos being recommended, or people sharing it. It really does depend. That's all it is. It's just sharing and recommended, and people probably see on Twitter randomly and thought, well, I'll have to watch that. That's really how it is, really. Next one now. What do you enjoy the most about following the construction of Project Exodus? Everything. It's fascinating. I'm fascinated by how it's not just about engineering, putting it together and riding it. It's about how to get this ride in strong condition in a way it professionally gets done. I'm trying to think of word it better than that. I'm more fascinated how building a roller coaster is like. Not just putting it up, but how the making of a roller coaster is like behind the scenes and how it's done on site. That's the bit I'm quite fascinated these days now. Much as it's putting it up, we all know that. But it's the making of it. I do ask a lot of questions to the people who work on building sites and basically explain how it works. Much as it sounds exciting, it's seeing it I like to see. That's how I understand better. Talk about it, yeah, but I want to talk about it and actually physically see it, how it works, and then I can understand it better. But on to the next one now. Sophia, what's something about Project Exodus plans that we know has surprised you? I think it's the height of the inversions, and I think the layout's going to surprise us. I know people moan about the layout, but I gotta be honest, I fed up negative comments about things these days. Be grateful that we're getting a roller coaster next year now. Regardless what people think of me now, I just don't care. I want this ride to be open now and ride it. I think it's going to be a great coaster. I'm very excited, and I did question myself at first though when the plans were out. I was like, okay, but actually when you see different angles, if you think of it, it may look short and it's going to be big and it's going to be amazing. It's the market research. Why are we getting this? Why is it so big? Why inversions are big? Why are we getting this unique coaster? That is something they're going to reveal eventually, and I'm kind of excited. Just can't wait to see what's so special about the Spider really, and I think it is going to be a very special element to it. On to the next one now. Since you started covering it, how many miles in total have you travelled to and from the park to your construction updates? That's a good question. I have no idea how many miles I've done, but to be honest here, I've done a few, haven't I? Especially when the trains were strike, having problems. So I've got dog outside. New sound effects for construction updates. The dog, woof, 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 get out of my sight. Yeah, I don't know how many miles I've done, basically. So, basically, yeah. On to the next one now. How many other fellow enthusiasts have you met on the muddy public footway known as Monk's Walk? What do dog walkers think? I like this one. I think this is my favourite question. Back in February, there was residents who used to work at Ford Park on Log Asleep who are very disappointed that it's going, but obviously it's what it is. I had to explain it is the future now. And yeah, wonderful blokes walking their dogs. I think one of the dogs, I can't remember, but anyway, he said about he worked on Log Asleep and saw Princess Diana as he was operating it, and saw Harry and William as well, and that was a sensational story. And some people had mixed reviews. I had bumped into a family member of two who were coming from Suffolk just to see how it was going. That's some sensational news, and to hear that I was like, wow. But this close season, I can't imagine. But yeah, it's been interesting. But yeah, that was your question. I do like that question though. Thank you for sending it in. Definitely thank you. On to the next one now. What part of Project Exodus are you most enthusiastic about and why? Right, I think again everything. It's just the train colours maybe I'm looking forward to, and seeing the crane put up with the track on top when it gets to the highest point. That's the bit I'm looking forward to. On to the next one. What made you start thinking to make Project Exodus updates, and what made you excited for you to do these videos? When they started demolishing Log Asleep, which is sad, but it was all activity, and that's why I started to believe that's the starting point. What made me start to think Project Exodus update? I've done Blackpool video, as you might not have seen. I hope you have, but if you haven't, then check it out. I'm sure you have. For most people who haven't, please check it out, because that's where it all comes out really, to give you my reasons why I've been doing it. On to the next one. With the project ahead of schedule, what has surprised you the most so far about the construction? The speed of it. The speed of it is incredible. There was a time in April, it was all raining a lot, a couple of weeks, and it was just all flooded, and it was like, I was saying to construction workers who were just on park site, and he was like, oh, it's a bit wet in there today. I was like, yeah, it looks really bad from the summer away. And he's like, yeah, hopefully we get it sorted as quick as we can. But I think the speed of it, really, a week later after it was flooded, it really surprised me. I was like, oh blimey, this is quite some speed they've done. But the whole project itself, it's really going well. I know that many people are saying it's slow, but they're starting to get concrete in and stuff like that. But I'm really impressed by the whole thing process in general. So yeah, I think the speed of it is really, I just can't believe it really. It's so quick, but it's amazing at the same time really. So yeah, thank you for sending that in. How many cans of pollen would it take to pry Jack Silk's day to let you accompany him on the construction site? Back early one, it's not easy. Much as I want to be on site, and they were looking to be on site, it's all about having the active side, getting this coaster ready, and lots of paperwork. So yeah, That's the answer for you. Much as I love to, it's not as easy, unfortunately. But thank you anyway. Next one now. What's your first ever coaster? Vampire Chesterton 2004. 2009, That Turned Me Upside Down was Nemesis Inferno. Take Me to New Heights next year, and I'm looking forward to it. What did you get into theme parks, and what challenges did you face growing up? Been to Full Park for many years, since the Rangers, of course. And 2014, I started going to theme parks on my own. Then Dan Brown's Coaster has been built, but we didn't have a name. But unfortunately, yeah, things are different today. We just need a new coaster. But now I'm waiting for this new machine. But yeah, there you go. On to the next one now. What's been the most exciting moment so far in the construction? Everything. Everything's been exciting, and you've been watching the updates, which I do like your feedback, so thank you. I think it's just seeing everything really. Doing these updates just for everyone like you and everyone outside the UK watching it. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what the future's going to take from the site from now. But it's going to be exciting for sure. And the last one is this. I love your attitude towards everything you give you all. It's infectious. Infectious, is that right? Yeah. Now, my question, what do you think the ride is going to be called? Now, I don't know the name. You lot may think he must know, surely. No, I don't. I actually don't. However, you can speculate on this one because I actually don't know. And Full Park are probably watching this. They're probably excited to see your comments below. What do you think it's going to be called? I don't know. And I'm very excited indeed. That's the bit we're going to be waiting for a while. Culture London are in charge of the promotion of this ride, of marketing for it, and I think it's going to be a very exciting marketing. I like to think it'd be around every train stations as well if it comes to it, and London Night. I'd like to see what they do when it comes to the big announcement, because over the years Wicker Man was announced on London Eye, Smiler was announced as part of the UK train stations. I think Full Park have got something to deliver like that to make it so huge, especially this is bigger coaster in the UK next year. But overall though, that is all the questions. Thank you very much for sending your questions, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it, and check out Carnival and check the future of the fortune teller. And I hope you have a good time at Carnival if you're heading that way. If you're not, then keep watching the updates and subscribe to see the updates still. It's been interesting. Now it's a starting process. Once again, thank you so much for all of you sending in your questions, and I hope to see you around very soon. Let me know what you think, and thank you very much. Hope that was useful. But yes, I'm not sitting in here again doing a Q&A video. I haven't done these videos for years. But yeah, as this project is related, hopefully you enjoyed it. See you later.